Hello and welcome to KRFT Feedback Time, a series in which I play your games and give feedback. You can check the previous videos to know what format I'll be following. So the first game that I'll be playing is Precious Animals. So here's the game page and let's go through it once. It's a combo game by despdair. I got into developing hyper-casual games lately, even though I had planned using some different development systems for each game jam. After announcement of theme, I decided to develop a hyper-casual game. I wanted to extend it to a casual, but that'll be on full-on release. Game is simple. You're trying to protect animals gathered at the center of the screen. There are some alien ships who want to destroy animals. Your goal is to prevent aliens as long as possible, while not letting animals die from hunger. I'm thinking adding some power-ups to give some variety to gameplay, and maybe a different path to see gathered animals. Okay, this is supposed to be in this version, but not finished implementation. Alright, if you could give me an idea about gameplay, that would be really helpful. That's what I'm gonna do, man. So he coded the whole game by himself, and the only thing he used was lean-to-in library in addition to his code. He developed the game in Unity, and at the start my goal was participating in jam, but the whole game finished yesterday, so he decided to run for comp. That's fine. I tried out different tools and style for graphics, and I'm aware that neither graphics nor music are good. It's okay, it's always fine for a jam game. I don't have sense of art, I think. Man, that's fine. That's cool. Anyway, time to make a game for the jam this time. Enjoy Precious Animals, keep them safe as long as possible. You can check out my jam game form blah blah blah, which is other game which I made in okay, so he made another game and it's called Survival Go, and I think I'm gonna play that game next. So alright, so let's play. This is Precious Animals, and let's run the game. Go to full screen. One second, let me fix this for you. Yeah, so let's play the game. So this is the animal over here, and I lost all the animal is there, and we have to protect rockets, and we have to gather the coins because they give us food. Okay, I got another animal in the circle, I guess. Oh yeah. So I have no idea why we are in space protecting animals and why are ships attacking us. The trail looks kind of weird. Well, while coming it's fine, but you see what's happening when they are going back? They're not bouncing off. The rotation of the trail is not to the normal, so it's looking very unnatural. You see what's happening? Okay, it's going crazy. It was okay. This one is good. Oh, so where did that come from? What's happening? Why is someone attacking me? Is this not full screen? What's happening? Let me just try. Okay, let me zoom out. Something's happening. Okay, transition again. And if I go full screen now, yeah. Sorry for that. Let's do transition again. Let's alright, so I had to adjust the screen a bit. Now we can see the whole game. So one thing that I noticed is the projectiles when deflecting it are not rotating properly, so it looks very awkward. Okay, I lost all the. I have an animal with me, right? And the music, it's very low. I can only get the arpeggiator at times, like the one. But okay, so it's one hit kill obviously, and one thing that's really annoying me at the moment is sometimes I'm getting confused between what I'm controlling. I mean, the shield on, I can see my mouse, so sometimes it's a bit confusing. And to know whether I'm, because you said that it's gonna be a mobile game, so that won't be a problem in there. One thing I would suggest you to do right away is give me some kind of feedback when the, you know, when they are hitting me. Okay, before they shoot, they should change color. They should be emitting a sound. Maybe they can emit some light. Let me know that a ship is going to shoot. That is really important. And I don't think we can move around, so I don't see the purpose of keeping the keeping us alive. Basically, there's no way we are gonna miss them because they are coming right at us. So keeping this health bar serves next to no purpose at all at the moment, because I'm dying most of them, but I'm not dying because I lost my feed or whatever it is. I'm dying because I got shot down. I'm trying to go around it for some reason when I can like directly go there. This at this pace is good, but when too many things are happening on the screen, it's getting a bit confusing on, because the pacing is like all over the place, and I can deflect them, but I think there's only there. I can't really change the direction of deflection. Like, okay, I can, I guess, yeah, I can do that. Let's try it. Okay, this one is like hitting behind. I don't need to collect them. They are just coming at me, so okay. Okay, so that guy was stuck, and now it out of nowhere it came at me. So a few bugs here and there. Right there, you could see this one. That's what I was talking about. See, so you need to rotate the bullets also in the direction of our projectile when we are deflecting them, so it looks more natural. Maybe because the sprite is not being rotated at the moment, so that's really giving it a really awkward look. So best score is 18, and our play time was, I collected maximum 2 animals. Interesting game. Needs a lot of polishing. I can see what you were trying to do with this game, and there's a lot of things that you can do to improve this. One is definitely let me know before the player is attacked, before they're gonna. Okay. So at times the bullets are just stopping in mid. They're not deflecting, and like this one, see, it's not deflecting back. It's trying to still attack me. You saw what happened there, right? So that's happening quite often. I understand that this is a compo entry, and such things could have been avoided. I'm not talking about the balance. I like how we can, you know, I didn't lose all my animals, but still it said that I lost all my animals. Okay. I like how we can kill the enemies over here, kind of kill them because we don't really have the control over the direction. I guess I have another theory. I mean, let me try that. Hmm, I think that's is what happening at the moment. That's what happening. That is what is happening at the moment. So when I get another animal, if the other animal is alive and the original one died, then it's still game over for me. I guess that's what that's I can I think that is happening here. But for that I need to go through the first few waves. And one thing that's really like I don't understand is the randomness. At times the game is starting very slow, at times the game is starting like all over the place. There's no flow maintained. So yeah, now we have our guy, so let's kill the original guy, and I think killing it will end the game. At least that. Okay, I killed the second guy, so I need to get another animal and try to survive this wave. Let's try to do this instead of thinking. Let's put my focus on the ships. Yeah, it makes more sense now. Nice. I'm getting the hang of it now. Oh, just what I got the hang of it. Oh god. And give me another animal soon. Okay, they just deflected all of. Okay, I lost. Something hit me. I should see the replay. I think something hit me. But I was still there. I didn't vanish. So if I lost, then kill me like this. Don't let me. Oh, this is what I was talking about. At times the game starts really slow. At times it's like extremely fast. The balance is really, see that bullet over there was floating around and then it hit me out of nowhere. Needs a start menu and all, and you lost all animals and all. It feels like a mobile game, and it is a hyper casual mobile game. The artwork, it's fine. It needs a bit of polishing. Definitely a bit of polishing is required because the animals, the ship looks really good. But because I see, that's what I was talking about. The animal was coming here. I had another animal on screen, but as soon as this guy died, it was game over for me. So what's the purpose of the animals? That is what I'm asking. Should they come to the center and then they are counted as an animal for me? What I'm talking about. And maybe if you're keeping different animals, then give me a reason for keeping different animals. Like maybe some of them move fast, some of them gives add on an extra shield ability. This one is not deflected, and that'll definitely kill me if I'm not looking at it. So now it deflected. Now this one is floating. Now both of them deflected. Okay, we got another animal. Let's protect this one. Okay, that had no health at all. I think this was the furthest I could go. I know I had a best score of 38 when I was actually playing it good. Anyway, it's a cool concept. Definitely something that will work on mobile game. As a mobile game, you can have unlock multiple areas and do crazy shields, and maybe you can have more things so that we can defend ourselves. Give me a reason why they are all gathering here and what's making the shield. So maybe you can have a carrier in the middle, so that's carrying lost animals in the space, and then your job is to defend the carrier using the shield. That'll make much more sense, something that's actually making sense. You are carrying few animals from here and there, and then ships are coming to attack you, and you need to protect them. The background needs a lot of improvement right now. It's nothing. So, and music, I know that you tried to do something, and I know that you said that you're not good at music. I know that I know that you mentioned that you are not good at music, but this was good. This was not terrible. This was okay. But the music levels were like all over the place. And just excuse me for a moment. Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. We can defend ourselves from the ships. The concept is pretty good, but many things doesn't make sense here. Why are the rings coming? Why? And what's the purpose of the animals? Why can't we, like, few things doesn't make sense in the game, especially the purpose of the edibles out over there, because they are just coming at us from every player. So there's no need of really collecting them. And then the difficulty curve is, I see that you have variable difficulty, but what is the basis of on what basis is the difficulty curve being adjusted? You need to check that out. Since you want to make a mobile game, I suggest you to have like various different stages. So you can have for few initial stages where you have less enemies and all like that, and you have to reach a number of animals or reach a number of enemies or something like that. That'll make sense for a mobile game. It's all randomly generated stuff that they put down as levels. Yeah, it's all based on prefabs, and you can have few things here and there and make it interesting. There is variation in the type of ships, but the same ship has different rate of fire. At times they are firing at really fast pace. At times they are like really have a longer rate of fire. At times they have really fast rate of fire. At times they have really slow rate of fire. So you need to show that clearly. What is the rate of fire? Maybe easiest way to do this is add a color system kind of thing. So the green ones have slow rate of fire, the blue ones or something like that will have faster rate of fire, and then we have the red ones who have the fastest rate of fire. So the player will be prepared to know what will be the rate of fire, and I suggest you to give the rate of fire and the rating rate or not rating and the shooting some kind of rhythm to it, so the player will be accustomed to the rhythm. They'll know, okay, so they'll shoot like blue, green, red. They'll shoot in an order, and not exactly in order, but the rhythm. So 1 2 3 shoot, 1 2 3 shoot, or 1 2 shoot, 1 2 shoot. Each of them can have a different pattern, a different rhythm. So the player will really be in control of the game, and it'll be really hard to be on rhythm and all. It'll really maintain the difficulty also. But here the player will know when he loses, it's because he was offbeat or because he was not able to get there at time. If it's totally random, then he can say, oh god, it was like all over the place, so that's why I was not able to play it. So that's the easiest way to fix that error. And that's it. If you plan on working on it and expanding upon it, then definitely let me know in the comment sections below, and you can go join the Discord server. I would love to have people for coming over and being part of the active feedback sessions. So That's something that I plan to do with this channel. Cool game, man. All the best. And I'm gonna play another of your game called Survival Go. So alright, then that was Precious Animals, and we have another game from the same user. It's called, once again, yeah, it's called Survival Go, and it's a simple play test of a game to teach algorithms to children. Okay, this version was made in LudumDare 46. You can play it from commands at the top of the screen. I'm planning to use this in real life at my classroom, so LudumDare was a good excuse to start this project. That's cool, that's good. So you're a teacher, that's fantastic. I hope that you can give in, yeah. So I hope that you can gain enough insight through this mini version, and this is my second game in this LudumDare. So you can find my combo game at blah blah blah. Yeah, I have played that game, a really cool game. So let's play Survival Go. It's a browser game again. So let's open up a browser and let's run the game in full screen. Full screen. Yeah. Code to Survival Go. A simple play test to change this version. You can play it from the commands on the screen. Simple enough. Let's play it. So I guess we have to go to victory and avoid scare. Okay, so it's an isometric game. Looks pretty good so far. Nice. So what's okay? So we need, okay, all right. Interesting, very cool way, a very cool tutorial, to be honest. So we have to, yeah, plan this thing out. So we go down, we go up, we go down. Again, one step, one more step down, right, down, 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 one more down. I like that we can just add. Okay, add loop command in the end to run the previous commands. You can finish this level by just 2 commands. Nice. So we add this and add this. That's all we need. This is a really cool game. An interesting way to teach algorithms indeed. One thing that I would suggest you to do is I'll just play this level and then I'll tell you what I was thinking about. So down, up, down, down, left, down. I think it's a pattern, so let me think if I can. Down. It's just you try to use this here. Down. Yeah. So it's like this, that, this, that, this. Let's run this, that, this. Okay, so one thing that I want instantly after doing this is keep 2 type of resets. One reset for resetting our position, another reset for resetting the algorithm. Clear, reset and clear makes more sense, right? So this way I could try few things out, and then if I can't figure that out, I can clear this thing and reset if I want to go back to a step. So down, up, there, then down, this, and then I know that there can be multiple solutions in few puzzles if you make them very cleverly. Then maybe you could have a reward system where you get extra points for using the minimum number of logic blocks. That'll make it really cool. And one thing that I would love to see just for visually is highlight the step when it's been run. So when it's going down, just highlight this one, then highlight this one, and highlight this one, so the user will know what's happening at the moment. It's something that will really add on to the game. The UI needs a lot of improvement, and I know that you said that you're not that good at art, but I'm sure you can figure out how to do this. This is looking really good. I like this one. So it's down, up, down this way, and then down, top. Okay, so we do have a limit on the number of blocks we can use. So yeah, that's good, but let me know that we have a limit before even all these things. So put a number over here to show, okay, 4, 5, 3, going down, okay. And instead of resetting the whole progress, maybe I can just click this one, I'll go back, I'll click this one, it should go back, it should be deleted, and so I can easily edit this. I know you want to make the game feel challenging, but this will not make the game challenging. This will only make the game very tiring. So a few things here and there, and you said that it's a more of an educational tool. So you don't need to keep the educational tool very tiresome, but rather very interesting and very fun to play. Something that I would just be like, okay, I need to sharpen my brain a bit, let's play this game. As an adult, to be honest, and as an adult I will play this game if it's out, if it has some interesting things to do and interesting ways to transverse, maybe interesting steps are added, then I would definitely play this. We do have a loop over here, so maybe we can have a loop start and a loop end. That'll really make it interesting. You can have few sections where you want to loop around few steps, and then you can get out of the loop. Maybe that's added that's there in this version. I don't know, I need to play this. So let's see if I can come up with a pattern. So this one is repeating here, obviously. So down, up, down, left, down, and a loop. I think they should do it. Down. Yeah, thank you for playing this. Oh, that's all he could do in 10 hours. Oh, that's nice. Please give me feedback. Don't forget to check out. I wanted more, man. Honestly, I wanted more. This is one of my favorite games so far, to be honest. So this was Survival Go from despdair. Really interesting game, really cool concept, to be honest. You can add different logic blocks in here to really make it interesting. One, maybe you can have a not block also to reverse the direction, and things like that can be added. You can have you obviously have loops, and maybe I don't know if you can incorporate if statements also. Maybe you can have like keys and all, and you can rewire them using the if statements. That'll be a cool game. It's a really cool game. I like it a lot. Definitely see what you plan to do with this in the future, and if you plan on working on either of the games, then please let me know, and you can join the Discord server. We can have an active feedback sessions and grow as an independent artist. So this was Survival Go, a really short game, but it has a lot of potential, to be honest, and I like the pace of the game. Few things I wanted in it, and a lot of things could be improved, to be honest, but you are at a really good position with this game at the moment, so you can add on a lot of stuff in it to make it more interesting and more fun. And yeah, let's move on to the next game, baby. Alright, so the next game is Until It Blooms. Before that, let me see if we have any remarks from Despair. Precious Animals, no, and no remark for Survival Game. So next up we have Until It Blooms. Okay, we have few remarks over here. A little management narrative game we could have a bug where the character is too slow. If you find the game too hard, it's a bug. Okay, the game should be relatively easy to finish. If it's hard, then it's a bug. That's interesting way to put it. So this is Until It Blooms by these people. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce them. I'll just say B, G and E. Yeah, this is a game from BGE. So recently, alone on this hostile yet beautiful planet, your only comfort and occupation is the tree. You and your partner made grow. Love is present here in the shape of the tree, and the base is filled with memories. Love can grow strong as a tree, and you got to keep them alive. Yeah, I like this. I like the story. I like it. Introducing a short management and narrative game, chill music and environment. The tree needs 3 types of resources, but be careful. Too much or not enough of any of these resources will result in making the tree die. That's good. Very few games have this too much wala look, too much wala angle. Very few games have this too much angle. So too much angle. Anyway, 2 modes are available: one story mode and one endless mode. I'll play the story mode of you, obviously. And we have few screenshots over here. A GIF. It looks really cool. We couldn't try the game on Linux. All feedback are welcome. Also, all feedback are welcome. Please play in the game. It's not working at all. It's not working at all. Okay. Game design and programmation. Okay, that's new. Game design and programmation is by Barbaza. Music and sound design is by Franco, and art animation by Mary. We have few download links. It looks interesting. Excited to play this game. Let's go and find it. No, not that one. This one. Open this thing. So let's play Until It Blooms. They say that it's a story-based game and it's an interactive experience, I guess. So let's see what story we have to unfold here. The main menu feels pretty good. Like the text, like the fonts. The music is pretty good. A peaceful game. So we have a tree in the middle over here. We have 3 things. All of them are reducing at different rates. The light being reduced at fastest. The light being reduced at the fastest rate, followed by water, and then we have the fertilizer. So we can go out. We can get water from here. The water just floats around, and when we come over here we pour it. So maybe it would have made more sense if we had a bucket that we take water from here, fill in the bucket, and then use the water. Right now it's just floating around, and that's not really selling the point. For a game which has such amazing artwork, few things like this could have really made it more good, made it better. All the small animations over here. We have the fertilizer over here now. We can use the fertilizer here. The character is pretty responsive. So too much light, so let's just close this. There are no enemies in this game. The only thing that we have to make sure is that we are not overfeeding them. So it makes sense. That's the risk that we have to take. We have to make sure that we are not either overfeeding them or underfeeding it. We have a note over here. Let's see this. Sorry to leave you alone like this. I wish I could be here to see those flowers. We have been waiting for so long. I love you always. T. We are just floating over here. Alright, so we had someone who is not there with us anymore. Oh god. It's dying. Else it's probably gonna die now. Let's give it. I'll run out of fertilizer for sure. Because I need to do this and then I need to do that. By the time it's done, I guess it'll be game over for me. Come on, it's over. Yeah, it's done. Come on. It's over. Okay, so I need to make sure that the fertilizer is ready beforehand. So let's try to play this again and make sure that we don't kill our tree. Let's first go and get some fertilizer from out here. Now the reason I know how to play this game is I played it before recording this once. And my first playthrough was not exactly what you call a good playthrough. I was not able to understand what we are supposed to do, mainly because there are no in-game tutorials. They do have a separate panel for tutorials, which I'm not a big fan of, so I didn't read it. Oh, I gave it too much fertilizer, I guess. So I'll show you the tutorial, and I think it would have been better if you would have kept the tutorial. I think it would have been much better if you could have kept the tutorial somewhere here, like a panel, and I can interact with it. Okay, oh, too much moon. Come on. It's like I'm about to die. It didn't die yet. Yeah, it's back. So if we had a panel over here which I can interact with to know what I'm supposed to do, would have been much more better than keeping it outside the game totally. And these floating icons doesn't really make sense to me, honestly speaking. Even if they are like air bubbles, then I guess they are air bubbles that we are like carrying around. I think that's the whole concept over here, I guess. I don't know. One thing I like is how each of them has different level of complexity. Like for the light, all I have to do is open up this thing and then it'll provide it the light. And the light is something that'll decrease very quickly but increase at a medium pace. So the balance is there, a well maintained game. And then we have the water, which is in the middle. Then we have water, which is depleting not that fast, but it's depleting faster than the minerals. And there's only 2 steps in water: just fetch the water and pour the water. Whereas the minerals have 3 steps, and the sun has 1 step, the moonlight has 1 step. So I like how you balanced out everything in the game, and everything was thought in this game. So I feel that you accomplished what you wanted from this game, and I don't think you plan to expand upon this. It was a small little project with amazing artwork, good music, something. I was expecting some more story elements. Like I thought as the tree grew, more of the story will be unfolding, but all I get is 1 note over here, and that's it for now. It does get a bit intense now. It's getting intense because I'm not playing good. Let's get some water. Let's try to manage properly now. Let's go get some rocks from outside. I like how the game. Okay, now the blossom is there. I think, yeah, the growth stopped. all of this is not required anymore because we have a blossom. So we can go out here and we have a grave. It's a cute story, it's a really sweet story about how two astronauts lost in the space were together and then one of them died and we continue what we started together. So a cute little story. I was expecting more than this. I thought that the game had different stages kind of thing, different stages of growth for the tree, and at each stage we'll get to know something more about the player and the relation of the player with the person and the relation of the person, the player and the tree. Something really magical could have been done over here, and I really feel that you missed that opportunity to have a really well built story with different elements. One thing that people don't really understand is a story doesn't need to be an action story or filled with suspense and all those kind of things. A smooth going story is also a really good story for me, and it's a blank screen now because the game's over. I don't know why the blank screen is so long, but I liked playing it. There's not much feedback to be given here except I don't know. You guys are really good at doing this, I guess you guys are students or something like that. I don't know. Let me think. I'm thinking what else do I need in this game? What else would I have done? What feedback can I give you guys? One thing that I would definitely love to see in such narration based game is more interactable things. And although the pacing of the game feels just about right, but it's just there, at the border, not giving much space to explore more around and see what's happening and all that, and really keeping me in the game. I think that's good, that's really good. But if I want to build more story elements and put more story elements in it, then I would have a bit more breaks for the player. I would keep more relaxation times for the player to move around and take a deep breathe, and you just enjoy the whole scene. The music loop is long enough to not feel like it's a loop, and it's not getting annoying. That's really good. I've seen many games like keeping something alive in this game. Of course, it's the theme of the game, but keeping the tree alive by providing it things. This is one of the most common mechanic that almost everyone is using in their game. It's either keep the fire alive, or keep the tree alive, or keep some big guy or small guy alive by feeding it, giving it, taking care of its health, providing it with things. So I guess I'll see a lot more of those games, and I have said few things about these games before in my last video on how to make them more interesting. But those all were attack based games. I mean, enemies used to come at you, but those games have enemies. So I was thinking more on how to make it feel like a tower defense game by inclusion of other things. This game is unique in a way as it doesn't have any enemies so far, so that's really something that's standing out in this game. I feel this is one of the games where if you expand upon the story, you can definitely have a full release. You can polish few things more here and there. The movements, although it felt great at times, it didn't really hit the mark. At times it got stuck. Maybe it's because of the triggers and all that kind of stuff. So something that you need to try on different devices to make sure that you have a good product. And like the music, I was just vibing at the moment. Definitely something that I like in the game. In general, the strongest part about this game is the music and the art. The main game loop, although it's something that has been done a lot of times, it still feels fresh just because of the art and the music, to be honest. Innovation wise, there's nothing innovative done, to be honest, in this game. It's one of the most tried and tested mechanic in a game. The maintenance of balance is well done in this game. Each of the element has a different way of using it, and each thing has different number of steps to use it. So really it comes down to what I need to do first and what I should do next, and then followed by so on and so forth. So that really makes it really interesting, and that is what is giving it a unique flavor. Fun wise, I had fun playing it, but I'll probably not play it again because it's a very linear game and not much interesting stuff happening. If there were more story elements and if there was something more to discover each time when I play, maybe I could find some more things to discover, then I would have definitely played it again. So a way to do this is you can have different kind of facilities as you grow, and you try to cultivate more number of plants and have more things going on, maybe have more things to manage as you move on with the story, and then you get to unlock the story in few small bits here and there. That would have been really good. I guess that's it for this game. Bottom line, the music and art style and feel and art direction, if all these things are done properly, then even a very generic idea will feel very fresh. So this is what we can learn from this game and learn from this experience, to be honest. In-game tutorial is always a must, and I don't know why most people forget about this, and although it's like one of the most basic thing of a game design to have in-game tutorials, but most people forget to incorporate it within the gameplay when they make it. Few more animations were definitely required, although sound effects were done, but fetching the water felt really out of place because the water was just falling down the ground. When I played it for the first time, I thought that was all I had to do because I felt that was giving the water to the roots. But later I realized that after fetching the water, I have to go and give the water to the tree. So maybe another way to do it is maybe you put a bucket down or a hose or some kind of special container, that few animation frames, because anyway we were just standing there while it was filling. So instead of just standing there, we could have added few animations where we could put a bucket down there and then get there and all that kind of stuff. And then the extraction of the rocks also felt, why are we just standing there when we can clearly see that stuff is breaking around and all that kind of stuff, and the rocks were just floating around in a bubble when we took them. I guess it's more metaphorical, I don't know, memory bubbles going around and giving the game a more dreamy look, but honestly it really felt out of place at times. And then again we have an endless mode where I presume we have to make sure that we keep the tree alive as long as possible. Let's just check it. Let's see how far I can go. You see, the water is just falling down here. Maybe this bucket could come here. I don't know, because they have a bucket over here. So then why are we not using the bucket? Oh, it's dying. Too much water. Let's give it some sunlight. I like how the tree doesn't die like right away. It gives us some time to recover. Okay, let's go and get some rocks. Like this joke box over here could have been interactable. This coat over here. Oh, it's too much light. Oh god, no, close it. Too late. So maybe if I'm dying, I don't know. Let me know when I die, because I continue my action, but the fade is like really slow. So let me know right away. Maybe I know if I'm opening it up or something like that. I'll still open it, but I'm like slowly dying. So it was closed, and then before it got closed, I died. I mean, the tree died. Like now, it's dying. Too much more sunlight. I like how it doesn't die instantly though. That's a good sign. But if I'm somewhere here and I won't be able to reach it on time. Not really a game fault. Not really a design fault. Because you show me before it dies. So I know I have some time to get there. I find this maybe these three indicators here, if not completely show me the level, but just vaguely show me. Here I presume this is represented by a number, so just a fraction of that number. So if it's at the really low end, then just show me one small little block over here. Don't show me complete thing, but I'll just know like a warning kind of thing. Okay, so I need to make sure that this is out. I know that this is a very big part of the game to check the progress, but I feel I should be able to see how much progress is there, not just 3 bars over here. Oh god, I'm gonna fail badly. It's gonna die for sure. It's dead. Not enough water. Let's try to play this one last time, I guess, before I wrap it up. No, I am fine actually. So yeah, this was Until It Blooms, a really cool game, a very short game, too short to be honest. I really wanted a lot more. I guess I was expecting a lot more from a jam game, but few things could have been added to make it feel more interactable and more alive. We'd love to see what all projects you guys are working on, and this was Until It Bloom. All the best, guys. I didn't really have much to say because it was a really well made game. So this was Until It Blooms. Cool game, check it out. It was really short little game. One small thing that I would recommend you to add is a small little icon to let the player know what all we can interact with and what all we can't interact with. So even if it was a small little hand kind of thing or something like that, it would have made a lot more sense. Alright, moving on, we have My Mother is a Caravan. My Mother is a Caravan is a fantasy roguelike in a unique world where your mother turned into a caravan by a spell from a wizard. Play as the son, protect your mother, a caravan, from any harm while you earn enough money to turn her back into human. Please set the volume low while playing browser windows. Okay, please play it in full mode. Alright, we got few information over here. We have the caravan has to be with you when you're moving to different rooms. After all, you can't leave your mother behind. Your mother can't be dropped when she's inside walls or obstacles, but it can be dropped with a monster inside of it. Okay. Monsters will target your mother if you aren't close by. Alright, so there are some unique items that give special abilities to the player. When you reach to the end, talk to the wizard, an inventory screen will appear. You have to sell your items to get enough money to help your mother. Alright. The two types of attack, melee and range, represent how many dash away from, but you cannot dash into them. Trading was supposed to be one of the components of a game where you can trade items for more better items, etc. However, we ran out of time near the end because of a lot of unexpected bug with our map generation, enemies and items. It's fine, you are still able to access the trader. However, as many have tried, it can be glitched and you can get many items. It is not polished yet. It is not at the polished state that we targeted. I still hope you enjoy the experience. The artwork looks amazing. Probably one of the best artworks I have seen so far. Dear traveler, okay, let's just play the game. So my mother is a caravan. I hope this is the game. Wait, by Unity, with Unity made. Okay, so my mother is a caravan. Click to start. What? Dear traveler, your mama is equal to caravan. Pay 1,000 bucks for a cure. Regards, wizard. Click to continue. This should have been inside. Fix it. My mother was cursed and turned into a caravan. Yep. The only way I can turn her back is to play blah 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 blah. I guess it's time to hunt some monsters, but I need to protect my mother at the same time. I guess I have no other choice but to bring her to the dungeon with me. I'll just protect her and keep her alive. Whoops, here I go killing again. Okay, here we go again. So we got a small little tutorial over here. Dash with space, movements, melee and range, interact. Again, this is good, but keep it in game. So we can move around and we have a sword which is facing at the direction that we are attacking, I guess. Yeah, it feels really awkward, to be honest. Why is it so awkward? Yeah, we are dashing and killing over here, but if we could have hold the sword, that would have been like 1,000 times better. Because this is what I'm talking about. This doesn't make sense, right? All this movements. The run cycle feels pretty good. The music is very repetitive, so I won't talk much about it. Definitely needs a lot of improvement. Much more elements should have been added, and the art style feels really good, but this run cycle feels really weird. Like this one, it feels like the player is about to fall or hill trip. Doesn't really feels good. This is feeling amazing. This is also good. This is probably feeling best. But this is like, no, that's really weird. Alright, so let's play the game. I had to go fetch some things, few things. Anyway, so our main character movement is good, but the turn is pretty good. I like how there's a small little circle and the screen shake over there when we rotate. Again, always hide the cursor when you are, using a mouse as a weapon or for aiming. This will really make it really this if I am if I'm able to see the mouse, and if I'm aiming with the mouse and the offset, you can see the clear offset over here, that make it really confusing. So yeah, we have few speed. We are moving quite fast actually. So this caravan feels kind of weightless. This caravan feels kind of weightless. I don't know if you want that, or I don't even think that you want to slow the player down. Actually, you should slow the player down a bit, and the wheel should not be rotating now. I don't know why they are rotating. So yeah, something to take care of. Maybe you make the caravan feel a bit weighted. You know, it'll make more sense, and make the caravan leave a trail behind. And this floaty thing that's happening is really not. I don't know why everything is floating around. Can we use magic? If we are using magic and we are using magic to carry this thing, then that's totally fine. But if we are not using magic, then you should add few more animation frames. So let's go to the room. So we have enemies over here. They are currently focusing on me. So there's nothing more in this room. Is this a chest? Nope. These are pits, I guess. Just something to keep us. Let's get here. Okay, there's another here. It said that if I go way too far from the mother, then they will attack her, but their enemies are just following me. So I don't really see the purpose, and I died. You failed to protect your brother. Actually, I don't know. They were not even attacking her, so let's go there. Okay, this is something that you need to fix. This is fine. I'll probably go to another room to show the example of this. So these are just floating towards us. Yeah. Let's get her. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the diagonal movements. This one feels very unnatural. This one, yeah, when we are moving diagonally, it kind of feels very floaty, which is something that you need to take care of. And to be honest, I can just leave the mother over there. They are not even attacking me, these guys, so I'm just touching them. Okay, so they attack, but they are like really slow in attacking. The only thing that's doing me real damage and a lot of damage is this little guy over here who is shooting projectiles. See, I'll go like, I'm so far away from the mother, and they're not even attacking the mother. So maybe something to think about. Okay. And I died. The sword feels very underpowered. Maybe I can find better weapons, but at the moment, very underpowered. And I see we can use magic. And over here we can see that the fire rate of each thing. I have one of these things, but I guess we can trade them off or we can sell them. So let's move to another room, and then we are in another room. The music, it's very repetitive, kind of gets the same loop again and again. The easiest way to fix this is to have a bass track and then different elements being introduced at different time. You know, the chords, the strings, and all those kind of things. So we are with the traders. Can we trade off for better items? I want this sword. So I don't think we can use the sword. I think there's no way to equip the sword. We only have one sword. Yeah, I don't think I can trade this thing off. I mean, even if I trade it off, I don't know the value of each item. So let's just get done with the... Okay, so they multiply. That's good. That's interesting. This guy is attacking it. I'll just stay here. It's doing all the work for me. So now we have 2 companions. That's interesting. And I feel at this moment the caravan is not doing anything. I thought this would be a really interesting take on the dungeon flora and on keeping someone alive, but I can just keep this guy over here and they're not even doing... and I died. They're just attacking me, to be honest. They're not bothering about our mother. And let's go to the boss level now. Try to go to the boss level. I can attack with her, so I need to dismount. What's this? What is this? What is this? I think I squashed something. See, right now I'm like so close. They're so close, but still they don't attack the mother. Now we have the boss. I think I can just... Oh, what's attacking her? I'll keep dismount and fight. It's not dismount, I guess. Oh, dismount, man. Dismount. Oh, yeah. The boss is not even trying to attack the mother. I'm just waiting for my thing to refill and 2 hit. That's it. So that's what I was talking about. The boss was not even trying to attack her, the mother. Oh, let's just sell these. Sell this. More things do you need? I see you killed it. Now pay up the curse and exchange your money. Okay, yeah man, I get it. Let's try to get a few more. Let's try to explore a bit. Okay, I can collect that weird thing, I guess. Let's go and sell this. How much money am I getting? How much money do I have? Click on the items and press the green button to get the gold. How much? Yeah, 1000 bucks, right? So I have 700. I need to collect 2 more things to get 1000 bucks. Would have been a really cool game if the mother, if protecting mother would have been an actual part of the game. But right now I'll just leave her there and you see what I was talking about, right? I also stand here and my minions will get the job done for me. I'll just kill this guy. Yeah, the minions are not attacking the flying one. Yeah, it is attacking the flying one. I'll just let them do the work for me. I feel that they should be attacking the minions also, but they are not attacking the minions, so they are like very helpful. I have a small army of minions here. The only thing that's like slightly dangerous is this projectile guy. The rest of them are very easy to defeat. So I guess you need to introduce more enemies in this with more variations and give me proper close range and long range attack. And these guys are like overpowering, way too overpowering. I can just hide somewhere and they're killing, practically doing the whole job alone. Is this a chest? Can I interact with it? No, I cannot interact with the chest. And it has weird collisions. I can't go here. Let's go back to the devil, the wizard or whatever. It's some other weird guy. Let's sell him. So, yeah, it's $1,000. Come on, I got my $1,000 now. Get. I see you killed it, now pay up. Yeah. Aha. My mother's caravan. Okay, so my mother is still a caravan, I guess. Many people worked on this. So this was a really interesting game, a really cool art style. A lot more things to be improved, to be honest. The gameplay felt very weak. The enemies were there, but there was not much variation, and a lot of exploits in the game which I was using for winning the game. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. I'll just keep the screen because I like it. The art style is really good. I was expecting the game to be in this art style, to be honest, and if it was in this art style I would definitely play it more. Pixel art and all, it's fine. It has been overdone at the moment, so something fresh and something unique like this will really grab my attention at the moment. And I was expecting some more story in the game. I was basically expecting some more story elements, different so what you can do is, this is feeling like a level 0 or level 1 kind of scenario here, so that's fine. You can add more levels, more dungeons to go. You know how roguelikes work, right? You go to more dungeons and then you get more things and you do things, but the fact that we have to protect our mother will definitely make this game more interesting. What you can actually do is try to divert the enemies from players to even the mother, so that they are attacking the mother as much as they are attacking us, and we could set up few basic defenses for the mother and like some kind of barricade and all for her when we keep it at a place, and then we fight the guys, and if the barricade is done, we go and protect her, and then we can repair the barricade or we can add things like that. I see that magic is there in this world, so we can have more magical weapons, enchanted weapons and all those things. There are different enemy types. There are like 3 enemy types over here. One of them can shoot, one of them is floating around, and one of them has an attack. But all of them have different variation. There is variation, but the only thing that's really harming me a lot is the projectile ones. The close range ones take way too much time before attacking, and then the floating skulls are just there because for the sake of being there, I guess. Yeah, it's a really cool game, and I see a lot of potential in this. I can totally feel this. I can totally see this becoming a really great adventure game with many fresh characters being introduced, and a lot of more things can be done in this to really make it a game that people will buy and play. So this was My Mother is a Caravan. I'll leave link in the descriptions below for all the games that I played. So the 4 games that I played in this jam was Precious Animals, Survival Co, Until It Blooms, and My Mother is a Caravan. I'll leave the links in the description below to try them out. And that's it for this episode now. Stay creative, take care, bye bye.
Wake, bake, chronic, bake, 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 bake.